Morning everyone, I hope you're having a good week. Nearly Christmas now, I hope you have a really good time. I'm back with my blurbs and beginnings of my books, and this time it's the turn of my second short story collection, The Singing Road. Here's the blurb from the back. A woman listens to the song of the road and wonders if she has the strength to stay with her husband this time. A journalist visits the opera and discovers a bitter history of failure alongside the music. An angry young boy finds the beach is not always a place of healing. And two lovers face their last day together with something like courage. In this collection of 12 thought-provoking stories, a variety of very different characters confront the brokenness and despair of their lives and begin a tentative journey towards the possibility of hope. Can they ever find their way back to the people they used to be? I thought I'd read you the beginning of the story on the title page, the title of the story of the collection, The Singing Road. I thought I'd read from that story. Here's the beginning of it. The Singing Road. The road is singing again. Beth can hear it as she washes up her husband's breakfast crockery at the kitchen sink. It's a whisper in her head, something like the memory of a perfume she once wore. She doesn't wear it now. When she looks out of the window, all she can see is the sunlight glittering on the bougainvillea and the way the road winds down to the ocean. Perhaps it's the gulls she can hear, but she doesn't think so. The sound is too rhythmic, too persistent. Besides, she's heard it before. She sighs and shakes her head. She doesn't want to acknowledge it. 6 years married to Mike and she's getting comfortable. After all, it was the road that led her here, to him. Why should it want to call her away? It's true that over the last few months she's felt deadened. Telling herself this is where she's meant to be hasn't made it any more or less true. She can't bear the thought of hurting him. No, she whispers. No. And once the singing stops, she brushes her hair back from her face and a sparkle of foam from the sink lands on her cheek. Her head feels empty. Funny how getting what you think you want can be the loneliest feeling of all. She's never got used to that. She doesn't want to leave, not after she's tried so hard to stay. It only takes a few moments to dry the crockery and put the plates and mugs out of sight in the cupboard. She could still feel the gentleness of Mike's kiss on her forehead. As he'd opened the door to leave for work, it was then the road burst in upon her, making her heart beat faster and her blood cry out in protest. She must have made a sound, sighed or groaned perhaps, as he turned round and reached out to her, concern in his eyes. She'd simply smiled and kissed him, downplaying the situation. How could she explain what she has never understood herself? She felt tired, she'd rest, and all would be well when he came home. That's what she said, and he'd believed her. She hadn't believed herself. The road's song had stayed with her, the small musical phrase echoing round her head for well over half an hour, until she'd finally spoken aloud. She isn't fooled. The road never stays quiet for long. This time she has to stop it. Before it floods through her so much it will be impossible to deny its calling. She's never known how to do that. Hope you enjoyed the beginning of that story from The Singing Road and Other Stories, and have a lovely Christmas and a lovely week. Bye.